What's up, y'all? It's your dude Damon coming back at you with another video. As I was contemplating, things that I contemplate, I started thinking about Noah and the great flood that wiped off all life on the face of the planet. But what particularly, caught my interest was how long it took Noah to build the ark. Now, there's some debate that maybe it was 7 years, maybe it was 52 years, maybe it was 120 years. I don't know for sure, but all I know is it took him a long time to build the ark. With that being said, God commissioned him to do a great work. He gave him specific instructions on how to build the ark. He gave him specific instructions on which animals to take into the ark. Now, here's the thing that most people don't think of, that somebody like me will think of. However long it took Noah to build his ark, guess what? The haters was always around him. Hey Noah, what you doing? Building the ark? Sure is a strong looking ark. Funny thing is, don't seem to be wet around here. Or Noah, don't you got something better to do with your time? Sitting there toiling away building the ark. It ain't even raining. They probably said from towns around, hey, let's go look at this nut that's sitting here building this ark, and it ain't even raining. So Noah had to endure all of that madness simply because he was doing what God told him to do. Noah remained steadfast in his mission. He built his ark. Sometimes he worked a little slower just so people could catch the hint. Maybe you guys should be building an ark too. But they didn't listen. It was just mockery and jest and criticizing somebody else's work. But guess what happened? One day it started to rain. And then everybody else was looking like, oh no! But it was, oh yes. It started raining and you don't have nowhere to go. You see, God was mad at everything on the earth because it was violent. It was rotten to the core. God himself even said, it repents me that I even made man. God even got upset with the earth itself. Nothing but violence. Nothing as good is coming out of it. What was I thinking? I'm going to do away with all of them. But that's where Noah found God's grace. And God was like, okay, I can give mankind another shot. But only coming through somebody who's obedient and willing to do what I ask. That's what Noah did. But for however long it took him to build that ark, he had people mocking him, making fun of him, pointing, laughing, ha ha ha, he. Kind of reminds me of, you know where I'm going with this, or do you? Reminds me of Coach Prime. That's right. Coach Prime went to Colorado. He told everybody that was on the team before he got there, sorry guys, y'all got to hit that transfer portal. Y'all went 1-11 last year. You're not my guys. I'm sorry. I'll help you land somewhere else, but you don't have a spot here. And here's where the ridicule came for Coach Prime. In doing the good work he was inspired to do, he had to lean on the transfer portal. He had to lean on recruiting, and he had to lean on hoping that by word of mouth or by action or by his charisma alone, that it would draw people onto the program. And then once he started getting kids into the program, then all of a sudden the national media started doing their thing. Dion, he ain't gonna do this, and Dion, he ain't gonna do that. He's got the worst roster in football. Ain't that funny? The worst roster in football. Even worse than Rutgers. Right. All the while, Coach Prime just said, okay, I'm keeping receipts. So while he was doing his good work and he remained steadfast and did his job, all of a sudden TCU caught the wrath. Maybe we should have been building through the portal too, much like the people said, maybe we should have been building ark. So, from Noah back then to Coach Prime right now, when you are setting out to do a good work, there's going to be mockers, there's going to be jesters, there's going to be finger pointers, but you know what? Remain steadfast, remain determined, and just know, if God gave you the inspiration, he will give you the provision to complete what you started. Peace.